So those of you who listen, and thank you all for doing so, I'm in the market for a truck, right? Something four-wheel drive. I don't want to spend a lot of money. Okay, so I've been bouncing around, going from one place to another, and it's been a hell of a dilemma. I have a truck now that I was going to turn in, and actually two trucks that I was going to turn in. Both of them are in sorry shape, so it's not as though I'm turning in anything spectacular, but I'm looking online, and sometimes there's these wholesalers. They buy a truck right away, they post it up online, and I might take a ride and go take a look at it and see what I think and see what they think and blah, 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 and back and forth we go. Well, that happened to me yesterday. So I saw online that there was a truck in my very limited price range, and it was up in Portland, Connecticut. It was at some dealership I never heard of. So the last experience I had was a dealership in Guilford, and I went up there, and people were relatively nice, and they said all the right things, but I went back and I looked online just to check out that particular dealership, and I had terrible reviews, and a long story short, I just didn't get a good vibe, so I decided not to buy that truck. I don't know if that was a good decision or a bad decision. I have no idea, because I don't know if that truck's still on the road or if whoever ended up buying it has got it in a shop right now. I don't know. But I go to Portland yesterday. Like after the show, then I did my whatevers and got to be about 4 o'clock. And the guy had called me because I had called them about the truck, and he's like, "We're here till 5." And so I sent a text that I was on my way from Portland. GPS said I'd get there in like 50 minutes. Anyway, I get there in Portland's a little farther than I thought it was. Like I thought Portland for some reason was right near. Right near Essex. I don't know why I thought that. It's not like I haven't lived here most of my life, but for some reason I didn't. Until I actually started driving, I'm like, well, this stinks. Portland's almost in Hartford. So I'm driving, and I end up getting there right about 5 o'clock. And as I'm about a mile and a half away, the guy calls me again. He goes, "Listen, are you coming?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got caught in Middletown traffic. I'll be there in like 2 minutes." So I pull into this dealership, and I shouldn't really call it a dealership. It's more like, it's a body shop, slash mechanic, mechanic's place. They're fixing cars. There's some cars for sale out there. There's a few, probably more than a few. It's probably like 15 or 20. Well, actually more than that, maybe like 30. And so, you get that. It's not like going to the automotive corner down here in New London, right? It's not sparkly and shiny. It's dirty. It's grimy. It's gritty. And as I pull in, this guy walks out of the front door, opens the front door, right? He's in shorts, T-shirt, like a white T-shirt, and he lumbers over to me. And I'm like, I said the guy's name. He's like, yeah, it's me. I'm not sure. I think he had flip-flops on, too. So he comes over, got the key in his hand, and shakes my hand. And he looks me right in the eye. And he starts talking to me. "Hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Sorry, I'm late." No problem. All the right things. I got a really good vibe from the guy, right? And so he looks at my truck. He goes, "What do you want for that?" I'm like, "Well, I know what it's worth, so what do you give me?" He goes, "Not much." I said, "I know." This guy, then he brings me inside because my hands had gotten dirty because I wanted to see if the frame was rusted. So I was, running my hand across the frame, and my hands got all greasy. And then I go inside, and there's, it looks like, it looks a little like Duck Dynasty, right? And, but the people seem very nice. Went in the back. There's a body shop in back, painting some car. Could have been a chop shop for all I know. And there's a Rottweiler on the floor, and I go to pet it, and the guy goes, "Don't pet that." It's like a skit from Saturday Night Live. No, he's like, he gets him. No. Funny, you don't know what to expect. And I just thought it was, I thought it was funny that, usually you go to a car dealership, suit and tie, very not proper, but, Slick Willie kind of a situation happening. This place was just like, "Dude, you want it? All right, great. You don't want it. I don't care. Which I kind of appreciate.